Hello, my name is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Today I'm going to give you a short overview of the DAC Explorer 2 Minivan and Sport Utility Vehicle Tent. Yes, it also works on trucks. So I have it here installed on my Chevy Colorado, my 2016 Chevy Colorado extended cab. There it is, fully installed. Now I'm going to show you how I put it all together. It all comes in this one little bag. The bag contains the tent, and there's another tiny bag which contains the tent pole. There's one tent pole. And I bought this noodle for $3 down at the local swimming pool shop, and I sliced it and created a C-channel. I did this so it wouldn't, I can place it over this very sharp edge on the door that opens the back of my camper shell. I didn't want it to cut a hole in the tent, which is, I think, a smart idea. And it wasn't long enough, so I had to cut a little extra piece from another one and add it toward the end here. So I have another little chunk right here. It wasn't long enough, and you don't want any sharp ends tearing into your DAC Explorer 2. So here I am. I'm going to take it open the container here with a little bag. It doesn't take up much space. I'm thinking about getting a little bit bigger bag so I don't have to be so rough on it and shove it in there, because there are some odds and ends. There are some bungee cords and some hooks that are part of this, and I don't want it to cause any damage. So I think it would be a wise investment to spend $5-10 and get another little bag that's a little bit bigger. And so when these little bungee cords with their little hooks at the end wouldn't cause any damage. You can have a little more loose and open inside the bag. So here I am spreading it out. I'm going to place in these little loops and the tent pole, the fiberglass tent pole. Here I am opening up the little bag for the tent pole. And it's classic stuff, nothing brilliantly new. There it goes. I've assembled tents since the 60s, so I know what I'm doing when it comes to tents. I definitely think my camper shell is an improvement over a tent. There I am installing it. It has there's various loops. There's two loops right there, a little loop, and one on the other side, and then you stick it in a pocket at the end there. And in the middle, there's this little lace. What do you call it? A little string that you attach to it, and you tie it down in the middle. You don't necessarily have to tie it down too tight. And there I am tying it down. Now I did that one inside out. Now I'm gonna point the white portion forward. That goes on the roof, so I'm gonna lower down the hatch and sit on my tailgate and place the white portion forward of the hatch. It's pretty straightforward. There's those bungee cords that I talked about. So you can do this loosely, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And one thing I did notice, and I didn't show in this video, was that you can always lower down the hatch and readjust everything, or raise the tailgate and readjust everything just to make sure you got it the right way you want. Everything's aligned and straight. So as you can see with this video, I don't have everything perfectly straight, but I could have if I lowered down the hatch or raised the tailgate and readjusted things slightly, because that loosens up everything. There are two bungee cords per side. One bungee cord I put between the cab and the truck bed, and the other one I place inside the wheel well. So right here I'm raising it up. It's going to add a little tension, and again I can lower it down if I want to readjust everything and move things around. So there it is. Now I can attach the one to the wheel wells. Again, feel free to contact me if you have any questions about this tent, the DAC Explorer 2. They make a couple of versions, from what I understand, for different size vehicles. This one's designed for my size vehicle. I called them ahead of time and they said, yeah, this is the size you want. So I'm now adjusting things and unzipping things just to show you how the zippers work. I have some magnets I bought at Harbor Freight. They're still in their plastic container that they sell them in, the little bubble wrap. What do you call it? That little enclosure where they have the product inside. And I just kept them inside. I didn't even take them out. I just use it like that. So I do not like mosquitoes. I do not like mosquitoes. So I'm trying to keep it as tight as possible. I might have to spray towards the edges there a little mosquito repellent so the mosquitoes stay away from me, because I do not like mosquitoes. But they do like me. So this is the rain cover, and I'm going to attach it with the one little strap up there. There might be other straps that I don't know, but I don't know about them. I haven't figured that part yet. And still has the screen there, which is very nice, and hopefully the critters will stay out and fresh air will come in. This is definitely for spring and fall use, and cooler summers. Temperatures I would recommend to use this thing are between 50 and 80 degrees. And, since I'm from Texas and also from California, I was born and raised in California, 80 degrees isn't too hot for me. For some of you northerners, 80 might be a little bit hot, but for me it's not a problem. But I might not be able to handle the cold weather like some of you Minnesotans and Michiganers and Montanans, whatever term they use for you wonderful folk up north. I do have cousins living up there. So I'm adjusting it, and I could put some sort of material in there. I might put a little cloth about the size of a washcloth and put it in the corners there and protect the corners at the base by the tailgate. Here I am hiding behind the screen, sitting down on the tailgate and getting ready to hang out at the picnic table and have some hamburgers and cook some beans. There it is, the two straps and the magnets. It's a little crooked. Again, you can adjust a little bit better than I did for this video. I didn't do a very good job. I apologize ahead of time. Now I'm going to take it back apart and pack it up again, so you can see I not only can put it together, I can also put it away, because that's a skill. A lot of people can't put things away. They take it apart and they go, wow, it doesn't fit back in its container. But this thing does. But like I said earlier, I would recommend getting a little bit bigger bag so those bungee cords with their hooks at the end don't cause any issues, because it fits pretty tight in that bag. Once you unhitch those bungee cords and lower down your hatch, everything just falls apart right there, and it's pretty easy. So all I have to do is get the little tube right there, the little pool noodle, and I decided on yellow. I could have got pink, but I felt better about getting one that was yellow. And there I am taking out the tent pole, putting it away. It's important to put things away in an efficient manner. You do not want to just throw things back there. But then again, you might want to. You might just want to toss it all back there like it's not, right on top of a bunch of other stuff. Just you might not care. But I definitely like to be a little bit organized. I'm not the most organized. My wife is incredibly organized. And when we go places together, she has everything down to the second, how quickly we should do things and where things should be placed. But I'm going to be going on a trip pretty soon for about a month by myself. And it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to be going through Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. About 80% of the time I'm going to be staying with friends, so I'm not going to be always staying in the camper shell and my truck here. But I'm going to be stopping here and there, and I need a place to take a nap. And of course I'm going to bring a bucket, a poop bucket, a bucket to poop in case I'm in the middle of nowhere and I got nowhere to poop. I can always poop in a bucket with a plastic bag inside, of course. And you can always pack that up and take it somewhere else and drop it off and say, here, I got you a present. So I'm packing away this bag, and again, it's pretty tight. So I fit pretty good in this truck bed. I'm 5'10", about 170. I think I gained about 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds this summer. Eating too many tamales and hamburgers and ribs and bacon burgers. Gotta lose some weight. Get back to 165, 170. So there I am, stuffing it in there. So I fit perfect in this truck, no problem for me. And this should be a nice little addition to my camping adventures. Don't forget to check my website and the links to in the video description. And thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.